Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of Empire Jeff TV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you on a Friday night live from Los Angeles, California, where World Series champion Teoscar Hernandez has agreed to return to the Los Angeles Dodgers. 3 years, $66 million with a fourth-year option at $15 million, $23 million in deferred, $23 million signing bonus. Wow. Craziness, man. This is craziness. I didn't think they were going to get him for in the mid 60s. Like I figured the ceiling was 75 with the option year. Perhaps it gets to that a little higher than that, but wow. Teo took the deferrals. He got the signing bonus. We kept talking about this. We kept talking about this. I told you guys last night when I was talking to my people, and they pretty much told me that no one had the feeling he was leaving. No one, not a single person. I couldn't get a single person connected to the situation who said they thought he would leave. And in the end, he didn't. He said the whole time he wanted to be here. He's been saying that. He's been putting it out there. Back channel. Put it for the world to see. Whatever it may be. He's been putting it out there that this is where he wanted to be. Put his money where his mouth was. Dodgers put the money where their mouth was. This is literally what committing to winning at all costs looks like. At all costs. The Los Angeles Dodgers are not playing around. And the re-signing of Teoscar Hernández, and they're not done. They are not done. They're not done. I've been telling you guys before anybody, I told you guys, Tanner Scott, Roki Sasaki, re-signing Teo. I've been telling y'all about Snell for a year. I'm just saying. I've been telling you guys this forever, right? I will not be 100% shocked if Roki doesn't come, but I would have been shocked if Teo didn't. I'd be surprised if Roki doesn't. But I pretty much had Snell, Teo, Roki, and Tanner Scott as my four guys that I've been nonstop talking about. I wouldn't have minded Adames in there. Wouldn't have minded it. You guys didn't like it. But I felt that the Dodgers in the end were going to end up with those 4 guys. Soto was fun. Probably never a reality. Corbin Burnes has been fun to kick the tires on. He's wanting $245 million. Probably not a reality. But all these guys, I've been telling you guys back over a year. And we're here. We are here now. Back last year when I was telling y'all about Teo. And man, I can't wait for Dodger baseball, man. I cannot wait for Dodger baseball. And the Dodgers are out here giving us everything we could possibly ask for. Signing Blake Snell, extending Tommy Edman, bringing back Blake Trinan, now re-signing Teoscar Hernandez, and there is more to come. More to come, man. What an exciting time to be a fan of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And shout out to what Jeff Passan said today, man. What he did when he put his tweet out basically saying that the Los Angeles Dodgers are a machine. They're printing money and they are spending it. They are spending it. And he said they are doing what other teams can do, but choose not to. Shout out to the best in the business over there, Jeff Passan, taking up for the Dodgers, keeping it a buck, and telling that truth. Because every team could do this. Every single team could do this. They choose not to. They pocket their profits. The Dodgers are printing money. They're putting money in their pockets, but they're spending it and putting it back into the team that 4 million people come to see at Dodger Stadium, just at home games. Forget that Dodger Nation travels, but at home games, putting their money where their mouth is and delivering on everything that they promised and said that they would do. We knew that they weren't going to let Teo walk out of there unless it was something drastic. And from what I'm hearing, there was nothing close to drastic. Nothing close to drastic. The Boston deal, I told you yesterday, Boston was backing off. Yankees pretty much backed off. The Mets were out of the picture because of Soto. And it was essentially Boston was backing off, but they were still kind of lingering. But it was pretty much Toronto, Cincinnati, the Dodgers. The Giants stuff leaked today, which was kind of comical. Wow, got it done. And even if that 4th year kicks in, that's $81 million over 4 years. Wow. The 3-year chunk of it with the $23 million signing bonus, the deferrals, the Dodgers raised the ante there with that 4th year to get him to take the deferral. Probably raised the signing bonus to get to that deferral number, added that 4th year in there, and just incredible. And if they add Tanner Scott and Roki Sasaki to this, which I've been talking about, for a while here, it's impossible to believe for a second. And they can't top last year of getting Shohei. You can't top getting Shohei. You got Yamamoto, you got Glass now. Last year was probably one of the biggest off seasons I've ever seen in any sport. And what he did, what he's doing right now, if he finishes this off with Tanner Scott and Roki Sasaki, is right up there. It's right up there. This is an absolute masterclass on how to be an organization that knows what they are doing. Waited it out. We're not going to do a 3-year 75, 3-year 80. No. We want a 4th year? Fine, that number comes down. We're going to give you a signing bonus. You're taking deferrals. And in the end, it just kind of feels like they've kind of been on the same page. I talked to you guys about this earlier when they were talking with Juan Soto, and everyone's like, they're going to make Teo mad. He's going to dip. I'm like, no, he's not. They've been talking with these people every day. Every day. A report came out yesterday or the day before saying they hadn't talked to Teo's team in a week. And it's because he was on vacation. He was gone for the holidays. So as soon as he's back in town, as soon as he's back to business, deal gets done. This deal was more than likely presented in different variations multiple times. When I had Jeff Spiegel of Dodger Blue, shout out to Jeff, the other Jeff, right? On the show last week, he basically said, look, the Dodgers have presented him with a buffet of options. He'll reach in and get the one he wants to probably add a couple more things to his plate, and they'll get the deal done, right? And again, with all the people that I had talked to throughout this entire process, I never got a single person, not a single one, telling me that they thought he was going to leave, or they're hearing that the Dodgers are nervous about him leaving. The Dodgers, Teo, his team, everyone was pretty much on the same page and understood that Teoscar Hernandez was 100% committed to coming back to the Los Angeles Dodgers, running it back, and going for championship number 2 with this regime. And We got on a Friday, man. It's exciting. I couldn't go live right when it happened. I was out and about. Got home as soon as I could. Obviously, this is earlier than I typically go live as well. Was going to do a basketball video today. Had it all mapped out. And then Teo said, Teo said, that's not happening, Jeff. It's not happening. We are talking Dodger baseball today because this is what we're going to talk about. Teoscar Hernandez returning to the Los Angeles Dodgers on a 3-year, $66 million deal with a 4-year option at $15 million, 23 deferred, 23 signing bonus. Absolutely incredible. Appreciate y'all for tuning in here on a Friday night. Drop a like on the video if you guys have not done so already. Please subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so already. You can also become a member. Join the membership program for less than the cost of lunch. You can become a member for an entire month. You can tap that join button or hit the link in the description. Great way to help support the channel. Shout out to all the members who are currently on the membership program. You are appreciated. Also, make sure to get your MLB, NBA, NFL gear, and more. Make sure to use our link at Fanatics to get special discounts on your purchases. Also, help support the channel. Look, maybe you got some gift cards for the holidays. Maybe you got some stuff you're going to return. You want to order some other stuff, whatever it may be. If you're ordering on Fanatics, you want your gear, you want your championship gear, you want your Dodger gear, Laker gear, whatever your football team gear is, whatever it is, your memorabilia, tap that link, order through us. Shout out to everyone who's done so already and helping support the channel, man. Let's get right to it. Let's get to some of your comments here, man. Jennifer Sanchez. What's going on, Jennifer? Appreciate you. Jeff, they did it. Got Teo back. I can rest easy now. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Like, so many people were nervous over this. Like, so many people. I never got nervous. It was a fun dialogue and fun conversation, similar to like the Soto stuff. How I said it's fun, enjoy it. It's the offseason. In my heart of hearts, it probably never felt real that we were going to get Soto, but being linked to it was fun. Right? All these things we're linked to. It's fun. It's the offseason. It's what gives us something to talk about. It's what has kept me away from covering basketball for so long. It's because continue to cover baseball has been incredible, even in the offseason. And so it continues to be so here on December 27th. We're still over here excited talking about Teoscar Hernandez coming back to the Dodgers. And covering baseball has just been fun, incredible, just very fulfilling, man. Very, very non-toxic covering baseball, and I love it. But Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, what's up, my guy? Appreciate you for tuning in. Now we need Kike and Flaherty. Flaherty's not coming back, man. Flaherty's not coming back. Kike's a guy I believe is coming back. I should have roped him in one of the ones I thought were a lock. I didn't because I just pretty much felt like everyone knew that, right? But I still think Kike is coming back for sure. Flaherty, I don't think he is. Let's see. Daniel, what's going on, Daniel? Appreciate you. Said, boom. Let's go Dodgers. Absolutely. Gregory Brown, what's up, my guy? Appreciate you for tuning in. We did it. Yeah. There was a lot of people, they were starting to doubt and starting to freak out and get worried. And, time going by does not always mean that it's bad. Time progressing in an offseason before someone signs does not mean it's bad. Negotiation is all part of the game. This is his agent dealing with the Dodgers front office. This isn't like Teo directly. He's not involved in a lot of this. His agent will check in with them, let him know where they are, get feedback from him, ask him what he wants, go back. He's not in these rooms daily with the team to feel disrespected or feel slighted. He's not there. It's his representation, and it's the Dodgers organization. It's not even fully Friedman there every day either. You got Gomes and the other members of the front office there doing the daily grind. They're talking back and forth, reporting back to Friedman and vice versa. So there's no animosity there at all, because it's negotiating, and that's what it is. And eventually when it got to the point where Friedman, Teo's agent, Teo all came to a table, it's when things moved far enough along, they got it done. So there's no animosity. There's no Teo feeling disrespected. There's no the Dodgers being cheap. All those narratives were false. They were never real. And I kept trying to tell you guys that, right? It was never real. It always felt like he would be back. We talked about contingencies because it's fun, and you never know what can happen. Nothing is 100% guaranteed in unrestricted free agency. Nothing's guaranteed. But when you got a guy who is fully committed to being here, loved being here, they loved him, had the heart of the city, it made too much sense for this just to happen. Now, I don't believe the Dodgers did this just to make the fans happy, because they wouldn't operate that way. However, getting the guy you wanted at the dollar figure that you wanted, at the terms that you wanted, while making the fan base in the city happy, that's a win-win. That's a win-win. And the same thing for Teo, getting the money that you wanted, the years that you wanted, the security that you wanted, while coming back to the team you wanted to be on, in the city that you love to repeat as a champion. This is exactly what they all hoped for, what we hoped for. We did so many shows on this. Without Teoscar going this long into free agency, I probably don't do as many shows. It's incredible. Incredible time to cover the Los Angeles Dodgers. So shout out to Teo, man. We love Teo. We absolutely love Teo. Couldn't have emphasized that anymore. Doesn't change the fact that sometimes you got to worry about him defensively, his strikeouts, all these things. Every player has flaws. But Teo belongs on this team. This was the guy we all wanted back. We all figured would be back. And I'm happy that it ended this way and not him ending up looking like something that he wasn't. Like, we all thought he was just genuine guy that really loved and wanted to be a Dodger. And he just proved that that is actually him. That is him. A lot of guys say a lot of things. They don't always back it up. Teo backed it up. Shout out to Teo again, man. Talking about serious about winning. The Dodgers simplify that. Facts. Like I said, this is what a commitment to winning looks like. This is exactly what it looks like. Craig, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. One Peruvian guy. What's going on, man? But man, this is exactly what winning looks like at all costs. This is exactly what it looks like. And I'm excited, man. I'm super excited because this is just the beginning of this golden era of the Dodger dynasty. This is just the beginning. Man. What's going on, Joe? Appreciate you, man. 2 more to go. Absolutely. Tanner and Roki, man. Make sure to go subscribe to Joe's channel over there, Lakers Fast Break. They cover the Lakers and the Dodgers over there. Make sure to go subscribe. Great show over there. Great content, man. Everybody back except Buehler, which was, not unexpected. I think if you would have asked everyone at the end of the season, we got caught up in the moment. I felt it was more likely Buehler had a bigger chance of being back than Flaherty. The Dodgers were never going to go to that dollar amount because they would have just done the qualifying offer. I think if Walker Buehler had offers in the $14 to $15 million range, then the Dodgers may have considered that. But if the Dodgers know they got Roki already, and I don't know if they know that or not, but if they know they have Roki already, then it probably didn't make sense to bring back Buehler anyway, right? If they don't have a commitment from Roki and Buehler left, little different. So we're going to have to wait and see on that, see how that plays out. Roki next, one Peruvian guy says, I hope so. Teo doesn't like the East Coast where it gets cold. Yeah. I mean, once he came out here, experienced this Los Angeles lifestyle, getting that unconditional love from Los Angeles Dodger fans. There is nothing like playing for the Los Angeles Dodgers when they love you. I'll tell you this right now. There's been guys that fans did not like. There's been managers that fans did not like. But when you are that dude and you are that player that puts on that Dodger blue and plays out here and they love you, we love you. Oh, man. And you win a championship. Almost nothing like it. Teo got to experience that. Why would he ever leave there? He's not going to get that anywhere else. He wasn't going to get that. He knew that. Craziness. What's up, my girl? Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a great holiday season. You and the family. Thank you for tuning in. Love you. Let's see. What's going on? Gregory Brown. LA for Life said, who had it first? Who had it first, I think, was Teo. Was Teo. There was Passan, and there was a couple other guys that kind of started popping up at the same time. I was out and about, so I didn't look at everything that was posted. I had just got a text and with a smiley face from one of my guys, and then I saw it. So I don't know if he saw it, like Teo's IG or what it was, but I saw Passan's tweet. I saw some other guys. Then I saw Teo, obviously. So I don't know who had it first, to be honest. Bridges, what's good, my guy? Hope you're doing well. Thank you. He said Empire Jeff did. I mean, look, I had been telling y'all for a pretty strong while. Like I had heard like before Thanksgiving that it was pretty much a locked up multi-year deal. Like I had heard that it was pretty much locked up. So like I said, no one is 100% correct. I've told you guys this numerous times, and I told you guys this then. I still never felt he was leaving. I still felt that they were just kind of ironing out. I was hearing around Thanksgiving time that the framework was in place for a Teo deal, waiting for how the market looked after Juan Soto signed, and that the Dodgers and Blake Snell were getting close. Like I was telling people that the morning of Thanksgiving, and then the Blake Snell news happened, right? The Teo thing, just always, I would have put money on it. Like I would have bet pretty big money on this, and it happened. So my guys, for the most part, people I'm able to talk with have pretty good intel. They really don't start making assumptions or guesses on things until they're pretty sure. They come from that cloth of second or third confirmation before you like really run with it. I kind of subscribe to that train of thought as well. So this was pretty much out the gate a known thing that both parties really wanted this to happen. Money was going to be discussed back and forth. Teo probably wanted here. Dodgers offered about here. Never lowballed them. He didn't ask for anything outrageous. And they met in the middle and made it work. Mr. Layback, what's going on, my guy? I'm so glad Dodgers re-signed Teo. Absolutely. Absolutely. We all are, man. Zong, what's going on? Roki need to be next. And look, that's where all the attention is going to move now. We've spent a lot of attention on Teoscar Hernandez. We spent a lot of attention on Juan Soto. Now it's Roki and Tanner. I've done videos on both. I'll continue to, because this is exciting. This is a fun time of the year, and it buys time between, when spring training starts. So I'm still very confident in the Dodgers' ability to get both. I'm very confident in the Dodgers getting Tanner Scott, getting Roki Sasaki, and bringing back Kike Hernandez. And they're going to bring back Kershaw. So at some point, what trades are going to happen to get guys off this 40-man roster? Fiducia's probably out of there. Outman's probably out of there. These things are going to happen. And then you'll have guys who will get signed and immediately go on the 60-day, which will clear additional slots. And they're going to make moves. They're going to have to do some trades as well. So it's not just going to be signings. There's going to be trades as well to get guys off the roster to make room for these guys. Teo basically signed 4 years, $90 million with the Dodgers. Well, 4 years, 81. You get the 66 plus the 15, right? So 81. That's if the fourth year's picked up. I'm fine with that, because it's once it breaks down to what the AAV will be and what the luxury tax will be with the deferrals and the signing bonuses. I don't care if it's 4 or 5 years in that, because they're not going to be hit with modern day money, like of his actual hit, right? Of his actual number. So my thing was Teo at 3 years, 75 million. I didn't want 3 straight years of 25 million being taxed, because it limits their ability to do things. Them working through that, I don't care if it was 4 or 5 years at that point, because if he's taking deferrals, that's how you get players to do it. Those extra years, the signing bonus, the Dodgers just get creative each time. Tanner Scott next, and then the knockout punch with Roki. Yeah, so I wouldn't expect, obviously, Roki could decide now and tell the world that where he's signing, but he can't sign until January 15th, so I don't believe he will announce too far ahead of that, even if at all. Tanner Scott, I think it happened in the next week or two, maybe after the new year. But like I said, Tanner Scott, Kike, and like I said, y'all, I've been on all of these for a year. For a year. So this is one that the Dodgers were able to pull this off, but two, that the intel I was getting was correct. Only if the Lakers can function like this. Oh man. What's going on, BC? Appreciate you, brother. I said from the very beginning nobody was going to give him over 25 million a year. No, we both felt that. We both felt that, BC. And he met what the needs of the team were, and they met as far as getting him paid. So this is exactly what worked. 4 years, 72.5 of guaranteed money. And I'm okay with that when it comes to deferrals. If the Lakers had the money and no cap, they would. I wanted Adames. I wouldn't have minded Adames. I was really surprised at all the pushback on him. I'm not upset we didn't get him. My thing, he wasn't target number one, but I definitely would have took him. I was really kind of surprised at how many people did not want him at all. What's going on, Young? Said Teo, 66 million for 3 years is almost the same as Soto's 1 year pay. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, Adames, that number got a little too high, and I think that number was too high. Good player. I liked him. If he could have fell in the Dodgers' lap, I would have taken it. But there's no way the Dodgers were going to actively get into a bidding war for him, nor should they have. Never made any sense to do so, and they didn't. Adames has qualifying offer on him. Dodgers ain't losing picks. If he brought that money number down, they would have done it. But they're not going to overpay and give up picks. No. Which will come first, Sasaki or Tanner? Tanner, if it happens, because Sasaki can't sign with the team until January 15th. So I believe that Tanner Scott, whether it's with the Dodgers or somewhere else, will be before Roki Sasaki, and I believe it will be with the Dodgers. Yeah, Joe says Tanner, then Roki. Yep. Scott, yep. What's going on, Nando? So are they done spending? Trades incoming? They're at the 40-man roster spot. So yeah, just touched on that. There will definitely be trades coming. They will be moving guys. Like I said, Fiducia, Outman, potentially Lux, even though I don't think so, but potentially maybe one of the pitchers, maybe a Gosselin. It depends what they're going to get, right? Depends what they are going after. If they're unable to get Tanner Scott and they go after a bullpen piece via the trade market, then some of these guys can be moved. I don't think they're necessarily shopping Gosselin. I don't believe that they're shopping Gavin Lux. But if a deal comes along that's too good to be true or too good to pass up, and those are the names that come up, then they would do it. But I don't think they're actively shopping them. But no, they're not done spending. Big trade. Yeah. The Dodgers, I've also been telling you guys this. They're involved in a lot of things, checking in on a lot of things, conversations with a lot of things. And the Dodgers are nowhere near done. They still have multiple things potentially in play. Some are waiting to see if it falls in their lap. Some they're actively pursuing. This is our Red Rider BB gun. Any news on the Kike Hernandez? There's no real news other than hearing him say that he wants to come back. He prefers to come back. The team has said, they would love to have him back. I think this lines up. I think Kike's market is pretty simple. There's teams who could use a utility outfield guy. He's not going to be out there looking for starter money or starter innings like he was the last time the Dodgers, let him go. So it just makes sense to be your bench, one of your bench utility guys, and maybe anywhere close to what he made last year, maybe a little bit more, and you bring him back. I think there's a strong chance that Kike does come back. Tanner Roki Kike. Teo signed for $23 million for 2024. So if he gets the fourth year, it will be $100 million plus for 5 years with the Dodgers. No, that math's not correct. Wait. Sorry about that. You're talking about last year's money. Right. Sorry about that. Nando says Outman, Fiducia, Grove. Yep, Outman for Robert. It also clears 4-man roster spots. I had heard that the Dodgers don't assume that they're still not pursuing. Let me phrase this right. Don't assume that they haven't given up chasing a shortstop or a center fielder. So we'll see. Robert could be one of those. If they do get someone that plays center field, and then Edman at short, Mookie the second, Lux gone. I mean, I don't know. We'll figure that out. But if they go and they get a center fielder, an everyday center fielder, then Edman is going to get a lot of run at short, some run at second, some run at center. Guys will get hurt, but he's not going to be a full-time utility guy. Like he's going to pay. He needs a bulk of a position. Like, what is that going to be? Are they going to not have Mookie play shortstop after talking about that the whole time? I'm not 100% sold on the fact that Mookie's going to be the opening day shortstop. I'm not sold on that. Could it happen? Sure. Will it happen? We'll see. But doesn't mean that Edman won't be there. Doesn't mean that he won't be the opening day starter at shortstop and Mookie at second. It doesn't mean it won't be. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But a lot of things still in play. Like I say, they've been linked to Arenado. They're linked to Roberts. They're linked to some other guys. The thing is, where do you put these guys if a move happens? That's where things get interesting. So I have to wait and see on that. Gregory Brown says, Empire Jeff, I knew you was going to go live. Yeah, man. I'm never blessed enough to be able to go live right when things happen. I'm never in position, man. I'm out and about. I'm handling business. I'm not just at home waiting for news, man. Sometimes I wish I was, because I can get out here right when you guys are at your peak of excitement when it happens. But I appreciate y'all waiting on me. I appreciate y'all looking for me when I do go live after the fact. I appreciate it, man. There's plenty of people out there covering this. As I always say, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. And exciting times. And sometimes I'm able to go live right away. I was able to go live right away when Soto happened because it was later on a Sunday night. But anything in the afternoon when it breaks, it's hard for me to go live because I'm not at home. 4 years include 2024. Okay, gotcha. I'm new in the chat. Go Blue Crew. Hey, appreciate you, Ramley. If you're new, like I said, make sure to subscribe, turn on those notifications, come through. Very, very welcoming place. Doesn't matter who your team is, who your favorite players are. We cover the Dodgers, the Lakers, MLB, NBA. Good place to be. Very respectful chat. We have fun over here, and we do that non-narrative, all substance talk over here. And we're not with the rah-rah. We're not with the craziness. So if that sounds like a place for you, subscribe, turn on notifications, and pull up. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. Shout out Joe. If you stop and listen really good, you could hear the crying from San Diego and San Francisco. Yeah, man. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on, Cottage? What's going on? Appreciate you for tuning in. And Boston and the Yankees. Yeah, love it, man. Love it. Love it. Gong says, if not Tanner, would you be happy with Seaward or Yates? Seaward or Yates. I mean, I'd be happy with anything they add. You know what I mean? I would be ecstatic if they had Tanner Scott. But if they add, people of quality to that bullpen on top of the quality that they already have, then of course, yeah, I'm going to be happy. But Tanner Scott would be, or if they would have got Williams, that's just another level. That's just a whole nother level. Kirby, if you don't get Scott, there's still a lot of guys in play if they don't get Tanner Scott. There's still a lot of guys in play. And the fact that they were linked to Williams, leads me to believe that the Dodgers are willing to make trades as long as it's not, crazy. As long as it's not crazy. Let's see. Eric's. What's going on, Eric? Now Santa Friedman, sign Kike and Roki, and we can run it back. World Series, good to go. Let's go, Dodgers. Yeah, man. Hopeful, man. We are hopeful. We are hopeful. Hound Dog. What's going on, Hound Dog? How about Dustin May? I mean, Dustin May has filthy stuff. He's got nasty stuff. And I don't think the Dodgers are anywhere close to giving up on him because of that. They don't want to send him off somewhere else and all of a sudden he's healthy, he figures it out, and he just starts dominating, right? The Dodgers have proven to have more patience with guys with injury than almost any other team in baseball. So the Dustin Mays, these guys are going through it. River Ryan, Gavin Stone, the Goslings, the Walker Buehlers, all these guys, the Dodgers typically don't give up on them too early. So I believe that Dustin May probably ends up in the bullpen at some time this year, and he could be lethal in there. But I think if Dustin May can be counted on to appear, then that's just another menace the Dodgers have to unleash on other teams. Nando says, skip on Tanner Scott and just put May in the bullpen. Use that money to make Burnes take a deal. I heard Burnes wanting $245 million. Like, for 7, the Dodgers are not having that conversation. If that's the number he's stuck on, or if he's hooked on, like I don't see him taking anything less than 175. Like I said, we talked about the short-term deal last year. I know he really wants to be a Dodger. Maybe the Dodgers could get creative, but if the Dodgers don't, they have Roki. They just got Teo back. Burnes, I would say Burnes. I would say the likelihood of the Teo, Tanner Scott, Roki, all those things are more likely than Burnes. I would say. Alejandro says, so the Dodgers are actively looking to trade Taylor. So that's a good question, man. And we're going to spend a moment on this because, like I said, I get a lot of people in the chat bashing Taylor because, he's had a rough go lately. I am once again very appreciative of what he's brought to this franchise. I'm very appreciative of the years that he's been here. I'm very appreciative of him being a Dodger and him wanting to be a Dodger, him choosing to stay a Dodger, and him being part of this whole run, back to that 2017 team that lost to the Astros. I appreciate and respect Chris Taylor. At the end of the day, if the Dodgers can make this team better by moving his expiring deal to get a piece that can make this team better now and for a season or two to come, then at that point, you got to strongly consider it. I'm sure they're having dialogue with him about that. and you guys know I've covered this a few times on the channel of how it makes sense for Arenado to be acquired with the Chris Taylor contract, and then St. Louis paying some of Arenado's money. But that just gets murky because we just don't know where you put him, right? So, but something along the lines of that. If you can get someone that a team is looking to trim salary, to get out from under, but it's going to be a team that has a guy that's 2-3 years signed, because other words, they would have no interest in taking a Chris Taylor in a contract year when the other guy only has 1 year. So it makes no sense. So minimum a 2-year guy, probably 2 or 3 year guy, would have to come back to the Dodgers for that team to take Taylor's money and then pay some of that other guy's salary for the next year. So that's why Arenado somewhat made sense to a point. But finding a place to play him, I don't necessarily think he's going to, be open to platooning at third, at first. If Shohei's on extended, something happens to Shohei, he's out for a couple of weeks, put him at DH or first. If Muncy's out again, third for extended period of time. But there's no promise to slot. It's just like a if this happens thing, kind of like Chris Taylor. But he's probably not that player that's going to do that yet. And for what he'd be making, probably not the player that you should have doing that. So while Arenado could make some sense, there's a lot of areas where it's just like, where do you plug him in? But something along the lines of an Arenado deal would be something similar to what the Dodgers would be looking at when it comes to moving Chris Taylor. So appreciate the question. That's a good one. Now I have lost my place in the chat. Try to find it here. There we go. Found it. Okay. What's going on, Micah? Appreciate you, brother. Salute, Jeff. Salute to your channel. Keep grinding. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. BC says, Jeff, did I tell you I went to the Jets-Rams game, 4 degrees, wind chill with wind chill? Wow. No, I remember you telling me you were going to. But man, that's cold, man. That's Burr out there. That's Burr. Said I want Burns. Burns is incredible, but I just think he's going to be too priced out, man. He's going to be too priced out. Autism says, hey, do you 100% think that the Dodgers is overrated? No, God, no. God, no. God, no. Yes, I always wait until official signings and trades happen. Rumors, I don't waste time on those. Yep. Tanner, Scott, and Roki next, and we done. Dan Inspiration, what's going on, Dan? Here's the thing. No, they won't be done, because even if they sign Tanner and bring in Roki, they're gonna have to make trades to make roster flexibility work. And it doesn't necessarily mean that all those trades are just going to be dumping guys. It could be sending out 2 guys, 4 guys for 2, 3 guys for 1. There still could be some pretty good players coming back to this team on roster reduction moves. So addition by subtraction moves. And so no, they're absolutely not done, even if they make those 2 moves. Ramley Ty says all the Padres chats and fans. That's funny. LA won the World Series with the 9th best ERA out of the 12 teams. Yep. They could finish first next year. Yep. Manimo, what's up, my guy? What's good, Empire Jeff TV? Watching your stream with my 2 girlfriends, my girlfriend Rose and Jessica. Say hello. Hello, Rose and Jessica. And salute to you, Manimal. We living through you. We living through you. Nobody wants Taylor. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. The Dodgers can move him. Will they? We'll see. Taylor hasn't been the same since the cold plunge. He lost the fire that day. Yeah, Taylor, like I said, definitely respect everything he's done. But if you can move him to get someone better and another team will take him, you got to strongly consider it, man. Lakers Dodgers for life. What's up, my brother? You were right all along, Jeff. I thought Teo was gone. Happy to have him back. He is crucial to the team's success. Lakers Dodgers for life. You know the mantra, right? I'm always right sometimes. I'm always right sometimes. And this time I was right. So you look, you know how many people called me on a daily basis and they're like, Jeff, convince me Teo was staying, or texting me, convince me Teo was staying. Like, a lot of people were nervous about this. I never was. I was excited. I enjoyed the process. I'm a process guy, so I enjoyed this. And I always felt this is where we would land, that this is where this would end. And we're here now, and he's here. I felt that way all along with Shohei. I felt that way all along with Yamamoto. I felt that all the way with Snell. I could say I feel strongly about that with Roki. And it's just been one of those things where it made too much sense for it to not happen, you know? And the Roki thing is kind of an enigma. So I'm gonna leave myself a little room for error there. But I still strongly believe we're getting him. I still do. But like I said, I would have been shocked if we didn't get Teo back. I'll be surprised if we don't get Roki. But I strongly believe that we are getting him. LA for Life says there was a pic of Murakami rocking a Dodger cap. He's coming over next year. You think he signs with us and takes Muncy's spot? Maybe. Maybe. Like I said, no matter where that next young stud is coming from, whether it's Latin America, whether it's China, whether it's Korea, whether it's Japan, whether it's anywhere, Mexico, Venezuela, the Dominican, Puerto Rico, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The next young stud that's coming over, the Dodgers will be in on everything. They'll be in on everything. Now, I'm not saying they're getting everyone, but they will be in on everything. Teo was Franklin Stubbs. Designer, what is that? Designer Sour 53. What's up, man? Appreciate you. That's funny. Micah says, New York Giant question for you, Jeff. Do the Giants do the following? Fire Dable, draft a QB, O-lineman, linebacker, O-lineman, free agency. My New York football Giants drive me nuts. They disappoint me. They have to draft a quarterback. I think Dable probably should go. We'll have to wait that out. But I think that they probably get a quarterback. They need a lineman. They need running backs. They need everything. But start with a quarterback for sure. Start with a quarterback. Why is this light so bright? Holy. Dodgers need to get younger eventually. Yeah, they will. It could be Dodgers, Yankees again in the 2025 World Series. Yeah, they can. Me and Joe have talked about that numerous times about the Dodgers knocking them off multi years in a row. So Jets a Giants fan. I'm a Giants fan. Yep. Yeah. Santana to the Dodgers is definitely over. I mean, I don't necessarily know, because I always felt Teo was coming back. Like I feel he would have been a legitimate candidate had Teo not returned. I just never thought Teo wasn't going to return. Micah says, Jeff, I personally don't think Dable is the issue. We suck in general with or without our injuries. No, I hear you, and I don't dislike Dable. He's had some, I know a lot of those fourth down calls because he didn't have a kicker, right? But my thing is, I just think you can't have a season like this and not start over from scratch. I just think you probably have to. So Jeff doesn't do 56-year title droughts. No. Franklin Stubbs, most Dodger fans probably don't have a clue who he is. Oh man, Franklin Stubbs, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, Cottage. But yeah, it's been an exciting day. It's been just an exciting process, the whole tale. Exciting offseason, exciting season, exciting playoffs. Los Angeles Dodgers are saving Los Angeles with excitement from a sports perspective. They really, really are. And I greatly appreciate that. Lakers held it down for a long time. So Dodgers time right now. And like I said, I was getting ready to do a basketball stream tonight. Like, you know what I mean? I was cooking up some trade scenarios and some things I think that the Lakers could do. I was all ready to do that stream tonight. And then Teo decided to sign. I got the stream out the way. Maybe I'll return later tonight. I don't know. My wife's going to let me get away with doing 2 streams tonight. Maybe she will. Maybe she won't. But this one had to be done. This one absolutely had to be done. Just like the Dodgers bringing back Teoscar Hernandez absolutely had to be done. We knew this was going to happen. And like I said, Tanner Scott and Roki potentially on the way. Aaron says, Teoscar said, no basketball stream today. Yeah, I was ready. I was ready, had it ready to go, got the thumbnail ready to go, the title, the description, talking points, ready to go, all ready to go, all ready to go. So Teoscar said, no, 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 no. Shout out, rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo, but he hit me with the Dikembe. No, 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 no. And you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy because at this point in my life, I really enjoy talking baseball. And any excuse that I get to do so, I will do so. But like I said, the Lakers are driving me nuts. I still love the team. So I'm, trade season is here. They got the bat signal in the sky. They need their CBA guy back. They need that non-narrative guy that can talk trades that actually make sense. They're not just what trade machines approve. It's a mess out there in these NBA streets with people who think they know trades. It's nuts. What's going on, Chris? Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're having a good time out there in the AZ, man. He said, F the Lakers. They don't have Dodger money. They don't got Dodger money. They definitely don't got Dodger money. But you know what? Like I said, the Lakers are frustrating right now. The Lakers held it down for a very long time. And they'll be back eventually. I don't know when, but it's not it right now, though. This team ain't it right now. But this Dodger team is it right now. This Dodger team is absolutely it right now. Like I said, we had the Lakers in 2020, the Dodgers in 2020. We had the Rams. We had the Dodgers again. It would be absolutely wonderful if the Lakers could figure things out right now, but they're not. Yeah, I know. Me and Joe been pushing that for a while. It's just not likely to happen in the near future. It's just not. Not in the near future. But in the event that it does, that's definitely our wish. But yeah, I remember talking to people about that like 2.5, 3 years ago. There was a lot of people that didn't even know that Guggenheim was part of the Lakers ownership group. I was really surprised about that. Like really surprised about that. Like I thought that was a known thing. And when I would mention to people like, you're tripping, I'm like, yeah, they do. When like people didn't know that. It was so low pro under the radar, right? But yeah, I was even adding Magic Johnson on tweets, like give him the Guggenheim Group acquisition office number. Like we need this. We need that to happen, but what we need and what will happen are two different things. Joe has talked about this at length. I've talked about it. It's something I pray to the sports gods for, but it's not something I expected those prayers to be answered anytime soon. I'm just being realistic, but I wish, just don't think it's going to happen. Joe said, I didn't know until this year. Yeah, it's crazy how many people didn't know, Joe. It was so under the radar. It was wild to me. High from the high mountains. What's going on, Chris? Yes, it's 21. It didn't get too much publicity when it happened. But I was still surprised at the amount of people that didn't know about it. I thought it was, common knowledge because, Guggenheim Group, pretty big deal, but kind of went under the radar there. Chris says, Jeff, you were the first to talk about Guggenheim Group. Let the people know. I mean, I said it a while back, but Joe definitely has hit the ground running with that for sure. Because I remember talking about this in 2021 on Twitter a lot. I wasn't on YouTube in 2021, but I talked about it a lot that they're chipping away and hopefully eventually they take over. I talked about it early in my YouTube. I don't want to call it a career in my YouTube journey. Talked about it early then, but it's definitely picked up some steam as far as other people, speaking on it. But yeah, I talked about that a while ago. But that's kind of why I'm like, yeah, I mean, I've been there, done that. Yeah, there's no fan pressure that's going to get them to sell, but it's not going to happen. It has to be them wanting to do it. Jeannie's getting up there in age. Her son, I mean, her sons, they're like her sons age-wise, right? But her younger brothers probably aren't going to be the ones to do it. So, we'll see. We know that Dr. Bus did not want the Lakers to sell while Jeannie and Jim were still around and functioning. We don't know for sure what his wishes were overall towards the end of their run. We don't know that for sure. But regardless of that fact, I don't see that happening in the near future. I don't. You see, Hep, don't let no one take that away from you. No. I mean, I can't sit up here and say that I was the first person to think of it. I can't say that. But I definitely, I know I talked about that a couple of years ago, for sure. But it's just not something I see happening. So I kind of just backed off it a little bit. But I'm happy that it's gaining steam, again. I'll definitely be part of that conversation again, because I think it should happen. I would love for it to happen. Joe's, like I said, been very vocal about that. Would love for that to happen. Joe's been talking about that for a while too. So, but it's something that, if I'm being real with myself and being realistic with you guys, I just don't think it's anything that's going to happen soon or that we have any control over. I definitely don't believe that to be the case whatsoever. I think it's a big deal. It could be a big deal in the future years. Yeah. I think it could be massive. It could completely change the landscape of the city of Los Angeles and the entire NBA. It really could. It really could, because the Guggenheim Group would basically do what they did with the Dodgers. They would go and they would build an organization that knew what they were doing. They would go out and they would get someone who would run the basketball operations right. And they'd be printing money again, but running it right, putting it back into the team and running it right. And even though it's a sport with a salary cap and penalties and all that stuff, it would be an ownership group that would be ran similar to how the Dodgers are ran. They would know what they were doing. They'd put the right people in the right places, and the Dodgers would be in position to win as well. And Joe says Guggenheim would buy the whole thing, the team, the land, the arena. Yeah, they'd buy everything. They would buy everything. And one thing I could see happening. Well, I'm going to wait on this. I talked about this a while ago, but since Joe has been kind of leading the race and leading the pack on this of late, I probably should wait to do that show with Joe. I don't know when, but probably should wait to do. I've got some. I started writing an article on this, and I was waiting till my article was done to do the show. But that's probably when I want to do with Joe. But I've got some ideas. I've talked to some people. I've got some ideas of what could potentially happen. I've got an idea. So I'll have something cooking up with that shortly. What's going on, Roy? Empire Jeff TV, Teo. We said bonus and deferrals, only way it gets done. We did, man. It's kind of funny how it came down exactly how we said it would. Exactly, almost exactly. That say, look, that will get you to that dollar number, but it's going to be in more years with that signing bonus and with the deferral. We kind of predicted that. And that's kind of exactly what happened. So yeah, man, appreciate you, Roy. Imagine them hiring a Sam Presti. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. That's essentially what they did with Friedman. They went out and got that guy that could potentially be doing this for 20 years, understands today's game, right? And today's CBA and today's mathematics and today's players. And they'll do something like that. They'll go and get that guy who can be there for 20 years, the foundational guy. And that's what the Dodgers needed more than a superstar player, was a superstar ownership group, superstar organization, ownership, front office, scouting, minor leagues, all that. That's what the Lakers need to start with. Superstar ownership, superstar front office, superstar scouting. You have that foundation. You'll have the pick of the litter at that point. Every superstar would want to be, not only come to LA because it's the Lakers, the brand, the city, but then you have an organization that's well ran. It'd be over. Yeah, that show will be fine for sure. Alex Silva, what's going on, my guy? Who do you think they get at the deadline, if anyone you think they pull the trigger on, or Levine? I'm not gonna go too deep into Laker trade potential right now. I'm telling you, I was gonna do a video tonight. I was gonna make my return to basketball tonight. It was my plan. I teased it earlier, but then this happened. Maybe I will. My wife will have something to say about that. Unless I do a stream early in the day when she's not home. I typically don't do 2 streams later on. Got to have family time too. But we'll see. Maybe she's got something to catch up on the DVR. She's been busy. Maybe she wants to chill with Lucky and watch some Lifetime and Hallmark. Maybe she wants to spend some time doing that. If she wants to do that, then I'll come back and hit y'all with another video tonight. But it's gonna be up to her. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have also not done so already. Shout out to everyone rocking heavy on Twitter X. 120 people in the building right now. You are appreciated. Shout out to everyone on YouTube as well. And man, Teoscar Hernandez returns to the Los Angeles Dodgers. What a time to be a fan. What a time to be a Dodger fan. I love it. I'm excited. Counting down the days. I can't wait to be at Dodger Stadium. Can't wait to go see games on the road. I went to 30 games last year. I want to do more next year. Going to get to spring training this year. Bring y'all live coverage from spring training. That'll be incredible, man. I got the equipment, man. I just got to do it. I just got to do it. Got to stop making excuses. I got to stop all these things that are on my plate and tie me down. I've got a bucket list thing of covering a World Series team at spring training, making more connections, networking more. I'm top tier when it comes to networking, y'all. Top tier. Get me at spring training. Who knows what comes of it? But it'll be it's going to be an amazing journey this season. It was an amazing journey last season. We're going on an amazing run with the Dodgers here, and I'm just happy to be part of it with y'all. Super happy, loving every single second of it. But on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Appreciate y'all. Teoscar Hernandez returning to the Dodgers on a 3-year guaranteed deal. 3 years, $66 million, $23 million in deferrals, $23 million in a signing bonus with a 4th-year option at $15 million, man. So exciting news. Yeah, Joe, just let me know when you're going. We can try it along as it lines up schedule-wise. Yeah, for sure. I'm down to go. I'm going. Jeff should go on the incline and Locked On Dodgers. I will love to. I had, like I said, I had Jeff Spiegel on, working on a couple of other guys. I've got commitments. I don't want to say what yet. I don't like teasing stuff until it's happening because, I don't want to, make it seem like, anything. But I got a couple other big ones coming up. Already confirmed the appearance. Just got to work out scheduling. And believe it or not, is the bigger schedule nightmare than most of these guys. These guys have been incredibly flexible with me. So shout out to them for that. But I would love to go on the incline, and I would love to be on Locked On Dodgers. Just gotta continue to grind, chip away, make it happen, and become worthy enough of going on shows like that. So would definitely love to do it. But you guys were a big part of me getting Jeff Spiegel on the show. Whenever I'm over there talking, people are shouting me out. You got note. It helps, right? So you guys were a big help in there. Roy, BC, a lot of the guys over there that I see in those other chats all the way around. Craig, a lot of people. Hepatitis see you later. A lot of people showing love, vouching for me, and eventually it pays off. So incline, Dodger Blue. Locked On Dodgers, Dodgers Nation. There's Dodgers Daily. God, I know I'm missing some. I apologize. There's so many. There's so many that I would love to be part of because I just love this community. And shout out to you guys for allowing me to be part of it. Yeah, no, I got you. But I would love to get with Clint. But like I said, these guys are heavy hitters, big dogs in this game. I'm the new dude. You know what I mean? I'm paying my dues, earning my stripes. I just got to get to a point where they take notice of me, right? And I'm chipping away at that, and hopefully. So I would love to work with Clint, representing the city of La Puente over there. Clint does great work. Can't wait for that. So appreciate y'all. Chris says we need Jeff Laker talk because some of these accounts are yeah, I'm not look, there's a lot of great channels out there. There are some bad ones. There's some ones I can't watch for sure. But there's a lot of great ones. I like to flock to the non-narrative, non-clickbait, guys who just cover headlines and don't bring no substance. I like to talk with the thinkers, the planners, the ones who know the game inside and out, know the rules, know the money, know everything, right? I like to work with people like that. So appreciate y'all again for tuning in. Appreciate the support on a Friday night. And I might catch you guys. I might catch you guys later tonight on another stream, depending on what's happening. I was going to go make my return to NBA tonight, but needless to say, it's coming. It is absolutely coming. I also have a new partnership that I'm getting ready to announce anytime. You guys are gonna love it as baseball fans. Actually got a couple lined up, but this one's official now. This one's official. I only try to do things and rock with things that you guys I think you guys would love and I think you guys would rock with. Yeah, so make sure, even if I don't go, make sure to check out Joe and everyone over on Lakers Fast Break, Gerald and all that, man. I would appreciate killing me, man. I would appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Stay safe in case I don't see you guys later tonight. And then appreciate you guys showing love. You can be anywhere. You're here with me. Shout out to the Dodgers. Shout out to Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go, Dodgers. Catch you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.